Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of my new player guide to Interloper. Today's a big day for us because we're going to go forge our tools and our arrowheads so we can progress farther in the game. Having tools and Interloper is so very important, and also, of course, having a weapon of something so you can do some hunting and for protection. So, what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to attempt to go ahead and forge. We're going to get what we need to forge with, and I'll explain that along the way. And yeah, so we'll just get going, and then I'll explain things once we start. We'll see you there. All right, welcome in. So, we are in the camp office in Mystery Lake. We already alluded this last episode, so what we're going to do is what we need to do is we need to go light. We need to travel light because we're going to be coming back with tools and arrowheads, and we're going to be even heavier yet. So what I want to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this as my temporary base. We're going to stash some stuff here that we don't need to go with, and I'm going to explain to you a little bit about inventory management, how I usually do it. Now, everybody's different, and we all kind of have a loot goblin in us, and we always want to take everything. We always want to always have it with us, and we think that we can't live without us. And believe me, I'm guilty of that too. So we're going to go through our inventory, and what I probably primarily try to do is focus on the task at hand, which is forging. And I'm only going to take what I need to do actual survival and just something basic for defense. So let's go in. What I like to do is in the camp office. That's what I do is I'll move stuff downstairs because I'm a little lazy sometimes, and I just don't want to move stuff, go all the way upstairs to go to bed. So what I usually do is I'll grab the bed and bring. Now you couldn't do this in the past. Before Safe House customization, you got stuck upstairs, but now that we have it, I'm taking advantage of it. So I usually just put the bed down here and a container to store stuff in. So let's go up and get. I usually get that little cube container up here. I like to use this one. And I use it like a little nightstand or night table. I'll put it right next to the bed. And you know what, guys? This is basically my base. I don't really do too much in the beginning with customization until later on when I get established. Right now, I need to focus on forging and getting established with clothing and scrap metal and things. So let's see exactly what we have in our inventory. Let's go up here. That was not searched yet for some reason. I don't know why. I thought we did. So let's go ahead, and we will get more coal at the forge, but I'm going to just put in like 3 or 4 because we don't really need 15 right now. We need about, I would say, 7 or 8 coal is enough to get started forging. So let's see what else we have. Let's take these with us. Everything here. Our clothing is all good. I'd like to fix it, to be honest. We do have a sewing kit now. Food. We're gonna take our food. We don't have. We need to remember that we need to have enough food with us to forge because forging takes to get all your stuff forged could take up to 12 to 14 hours of forging time, and it takes a good amount of calories. So maybe what we'll do also before we go is we'll cook all of our food that we can cook right now so we have it with us. We'll worry about that in a minute. Let's go ahead and check this other stuff. We don't need one flare is plenty. We'll need that. We won't need this. Okay. We won't need this right now either. Let's put that away. We will need our hacksaw in case we see saplings along the way. We'll have to get them. We'll take our bedroll. We'll take our cooking tools. We have 4 scrap metal. We definitely need more. We definitely need more scrap metal. So let me think a minute. where I could find some scrap metal. If there's anything I could break down. I don't think there's any kind of metal up here. Let me see what we can get up here. Some lamps, things like that. Sometimes you can break them down. There. Let's break that down. 15 minutes for one. Anything else? Okay, I don't see anything else that's metal in here that we could really break down. Just check back here real quick. Okay, so here's what I think I might do. Up the way, there's a lookout tower. I think there's metal shelving in there. I can never remember if it's metal or wood. I think if it's wood, I might be in trouble because I can't be able to get metal out of that. I have to think about where I can get metal from. There's metal shelving in the forge area we can go. There's also a bunker that might have a shelf. Let's not worry about it right now. I'm pretty sure I can get the metal that I need on the way. So I'm gonna take a gamble with that. I think I should be good. Let's go ahead and do what I said I was gonna do. Let's put more stuff away that we don't need. Um we don't need these cans anymore because we have these. Put one stone away. Where are we at? 32 kilo? That's not too bad actually. Alright, so here's what I think we're gonna do. I don't want to go now because it's a little too late in the day. By the time you get there, it'll be dark. So what I might suggest is now is a good time to fix our clothing and cook our food, and then we can go. We might even get some sleep in. Let's see how it goes. So let's go ahead and spend some time fixing our clothes. We only have that. That's it, huh? Jeez. You know, I really like these work boots a lot. But they do take a lot of stamina from you. So what I might do is actually just repair these. Because they're almost equal. I mean, these give you a little bit more protection. And they're a hair warmer, but I'm not going to, probably going to fix these up. So let's go ahead and harvest these.
Anything right about now.
And I should have ate something before I did that. So let's eat something now before we lose our well-fed opportunity. Okay, let's continue. Let's I don't know. I really don't, I'm I'm very on the fence about repairing these. I'm pretty sure that we'll find some more mittens along the way. But what I'd like to do is fix these. 30 minutes. Let's do it.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I know, Asher. We'll be eating soon. We're going to be cooking soon. Let's sort by condition and see what's the word. Oh, yeah, let's definitely fix those. Fix those. Jeans will probably fail. A lot of times they fail fixing them. So call me a liar this time. Okay. I think we're going to leave everything else the way it is right now. I don't know. Maybe we'll do one repair on those. Let's eat something again. Again, I don't want to lose my opportunity to feel well fed here. And we're going to cook before we go. Yeah, let's give those a quick repair. Just one. If it lets us. Excellent. Okay. So let's go. Hey, we got our well fed. Nice. That's a +5 weight carry bonus for us, and that's really awesome, especially when we're just about ready to go forage. Okay, let's cook now. Okay, that's how I see it. we have some flour. I gotta look at what our cooking skill is. Another thing is, I think I mentioned this before, is cooking skill levels. Try to get it as up there as quick as you can. The sooner you get it to level 5, the easier it is to not have to worry about any kind of food problems or being sick from stuff. I think it's a big help for sure. So let's place our cooking apparatus on here. And let's see, we might have to make some water. So let's put a little bit of water in that one. And let's see if we can make anything in here. Yeah, let's cook our potatoes up. Okay? 2 hours. So let's go over forging a little bit. So you, like I said, you're going to need scrap metal, cloth, and a heavy hammer. Make sure you don't forget to bring that, because one time I had, this was a long time ago, one time I had, was ready to forge, and thought I had everything ready to go. I was far away from the nearest forge. I walked through 3 regions to get there. I got all the way there. I had my forge fired up, and I was all ready to forge, and I clicked on it, and it said I didn't have a hammer. I had forgotten it back where I had left. That's why, definitely check your inventory before you go. Make sure you have that hammer. I can't believe I did that day. I was like, man, was I kicking myself at that day? That was insane. All right, so we have potatoes. Oh, while we're at it, let's drop down that canned good. All right, so we might have to we'll put another coal in. We'll grab the coal out of there that we just put in there. That's not a big deal. But like I said, there would be coal at the forge. But right now, I'm more concerned with cooking all our food that we have, because we're going to need it. Forging does take a lot of calories from you. So I recommend making sure that, you get it. All right, let's cook a porridge. Actually, let's... Okay, good. I just don't want to burn that. Yeah, let's cook all of our potatoes.
Never been so hungry in my
I know, Asher. Don't worry. We'll feed you and we'll sleep and then we'll go. 1.75. Porridge doesn't last very long, unfortunately, so it's probably one of the first things you're going to eat. Yeah, porridge kind of goes bad really fast. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. Let's check our skill levels. Yeah, we're almost cooking level 2. What that means is once we're cooking level 2, we can cook our banox, which will be a big help. Alright, let's make one of those. I don't want to cook away all of our water, because we're going to need it. 12 minutes. Grab that. Grab that. There's our cooking too. Let me see something. Yeah, now we could cook banox. I wonder if I should just go ahead and sacrifice one more coal, guys, and cook some banox. So I want to make sure that we're going to need it. We really are. Just cook a couple of these. And then we'll get some sleep.
I'm starving.
Just enough time. Look at that. Perfect timing. All right, great. All right, so let's go to bed. and then we're going to go forage. We did, so we fixed our clothing, which was nice. So at least what we can do anyway. Let's fill up. We did cook a good portion of our water away, but that will be fine. We'll be able to get there and... Alright. Let's get a good night's sleep in. Three days, 14 hours, guys. That's really, really good. We're going to forage on day 3. That's really, really good. It sounds like it's blizzarding outside. Still nighttime a little bit. Let's go sleep the rest. Hopefully the blizzard will stop. And it hasn't yet. Okay. Let's grab the coal out of here. And... Okay. Let's harvest that for the cloth. Like I said, we are going to need cloth. Not a lot. We're going to need more scrap metal than cloth. That's 2. We're definitely going to need some more. So let's grab some of the curtains from here. Okay. That's a bummer. That it's raining on our parade. Okay, so at this point, let's go ahead and, I don't know. We're going to definitely need to get more food. Let's eat a little bit of these. We don't have any water left. Let's see if we can get rid of this blizzard. Oops. Yeah, I think it stopped. No water. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to eat that, and then we're going to go. We have to get moving. Dame's a wasting. Okay. So let's go. Yeah, let's go start heading over to, I better have a torch out, just in case we run into a wolf. Let's, head over to Fornor Muskeg, guys. And we might have to stop for warming along the way. We'll worry about that when the time comes. Because it is a bit cold. There might be a wolf over here. Sometimes you get a little bit of a break from the wolves just after it's stopped blizzarding. They haven't spawned back out yet. Timberwolves are another story. Timberwolves will be out even in blizzards. So, you know, don't say, hey, you know, maybe I'll go out now. There's a blizzard. There won't be any timberwolves. No, that's not the case. Timberwolves do come out in blizzards. Okay, so far so good with the temperature. We are losing it, but not that bad. Maybe what we'll do is when we get to the tunnel over here, maybe we'll start a fire then. Although we could head over to Trappers. It's not that far from here. Maybe we can get a piece, some scrap metal there or something. Or we can save it for later. How's that? We also have to keep an eye out for maple, guys. I know that we bypassed already a few, but we might run into some on the way. Okay. Okay. You know, I have an idea. Maybe what we'll do is let's continue on the tracks and get to Poachers. Might have some scrap metal there and possibly some stuff that we can use, coal and stuff. So maybe we'll just follow the tracks to get to the Poachers camp right now. Okay, so the place you want to go is over there. Used to be a moose spawn over there, but they moved it. You have to watch out because there's a bear that walks from over there to across the ice here. Yeah, and we're cold. You see that? So we're not far. We're going to go sit the train up there. We're going to go. That's where we're going. We will start a fire there and warm up before we head out to the forge. So really kind of, the bear's cave is over there. It's actually right there. You can see it. But I don't see him out right now. I think we're okay. I do want to get cattails. Oh, you know what? Let's work on getting some of these cattails because we're getting hungry here and thirsty. On Interloper, cattails are really your kind of your primary food for the most part. Yeah, you'll get, you know, canned goods and things, but you'll be living off cattails for a little bit. All right, let's make our way over there. We are cold and we're losing condition again.
That guy who drank his
At
own
least the
blood
weather's
seems
nice and
crazy,
clear.
you know?
But now we're gonna walk around the train because there's loot that's scattered around the train here. Sometimes there's a backpack there, but it didn't spawn today. Look around here because a lot of times there's scrap metal that's just laying in the snow. Coal, look, see, there's two. Nice. Take that, granola bar. Ooh, another scrap metal. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. All right, let's get inside, guys, because we're losing condition. There should be a lump of coal right over here. I'm gonna grab it though. This might be a lump of coal right here. Yeah, let's get it. All right. What do we got in here? What do we got? Flare. Nice. Book. You know, let's grab that. We'll use the book to start the fire with. Ooh, a jacket. Do I need that? I do. Let's put that puppy on. Don't need wires. Ooh. Just a memento cache. Alright, let's get this fire started, guys. We need water. Let's put an accelerant on.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, let's put a coal on. We need to get really warm here. Nice. Okay, guys, we're good. Let's put our thing on. Our thing. Let's put our... I like to do liter and a half. For some reason, I think 2 liters takes too long. I'd rather do this than, you know... Of course, we don't have anything to drink, so... I'm not going to drink the soda because it's a little bit of a waste. We'll drink our soda then. Yeah, let's go ahead and drink our soda. That'll give us some hydration and some food. Alright? So where we need to go is that way. Dispenses. Also, if anybody doesn't, well, one I realized one day is if you're standing at the exit here of this train, left is towards Mystery Lake, to the right is towards the railroad. So what I do is I say left lake, right railroad. It works every time. Let's speed up the process a little bit here. Uh-oh. Did it get foggy out? No.
I could eat a horse.
I'm wondering if... Well, wait. How about... Sounds windy now. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's very windy now. Let's put some teas down, guys. So we're going to need to travel with these. Remember the jiggle. Don't forget the jiggle. 11 minutes to boil. Grab that. Okay. Super windy now. We're going to have to arm ourselves with a flare because it's too windy for a torch. Oh. Oh, and see, now it's foggy. And I hate traveling in the fog. It's hard to see when you're going across the ice. Alright. Yeah, let's grab a couple torches out of here. Actually, let's not do that. I thought I heard the bear. Grab these. It's not too bad. Gotta watch out. I thought I heard the bear. I think we're okay. Alright, I hate going across the ice in the fog. It's so hard to see where you're heading. But I thought I heard the bear. You know what? Let's play this safe, guys. Let's go back and then we'll take the perimeter because I just feel a little bit safer doing that, and it's not that far away to do that, to be honest. And the bear is right there. So we'll go down, we'll take the perimeter. It's just easier not to get lost. And we can get teas on the way. So there's dual purpose here. I find sometimes, you know, I don't mind walking in this game. I think that's the best part about this game is traveling. But I like that sometimes better to be safe if you have to go the long way around. Sometimes better than to die. Better that than to die. But yeah, you get my drift. Yeah, so we'll just follow a perimeter. This way we won't get worried about falling into ice. And if you think about it, actually, it's not super foggy, but it's going to get more foggy. That's what it does. I'm glad we got all that scrap metal. There's a bunker that's by the forge that we could check out that we might be able to hacksaw some metal from. We did bring our hacksaw, right? Yes. Okay, good. Now, we also have to keep an eye out for a maple sapling, especially maple. We do have birch down, but especially maple because maple takes a little bit longer to cure, and we don't have any yet, so it's more priority. But we'll get this birch nonetheless. That's three arrows. One birch is 3 arrows. See, it's not cold, not that cold right now, which is really nice. So yeah, I want to try to get as much kind of fuel as I can. Yeah, wolf there. Let's swap our torch out while we can. We'll have to scare this puppy away. Yeah. Of course, you're running where I'm going, probably. Yeah, I'm running right where I'm going. So I kind of have to go around over here because it's weak ice right there. And it keeps going where I'm going. Yeah, he can run across the weak ice, but I can't. There's maple right there. You see, guys? We need to get that. And our torches are running low. Yeah, we're going to need another torch fire in a moment. Yeah, let's grab that maple. We need it, guys. That's for our bow. We need this to make our bow. We need to drop it and start it curing as soon as we can. We need to get by this wolf because we don't have many torches left. Excuse me. You know what? Let's get rid of him once and for all because I don't, like I said, I don't have torches left. Come on. Ah, man, this is bad. Let's go over here. Let's get a fire started as quick as we can over here. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. We'll put it right here. Come on, baby.
Come on, little fire.
Come on, little fire. Nice. Alright, so let's put some of our sticks in there. The whole idea is just to be able to pull more torches at this point, because there's a few more wolves ahead that we're gonna need to contend with. Oh, that was a good one. Another good one. Nice. Ooh, nice. 3 good ones in a row. All right, let's go. Wow, see, it's really foggy now. But luckily, I know where I'm going. We're running to some bunkhouses that might have some scrap metal nearby. Um, there's a bunker, a prepper cache that we can go to. Maybe might have some loot in it. It probably might be, it might be damaged. Interloper, you don't really get stock bunkers per se. You get some that have like a small amount of loot in it. That's about it. It's very minimally set up. Man, it's super foggy. At least it isn't cold. But I cannot see any wolves. I also have to watch out because there might be a moose over here, but I don't hear him. There's a cave there that goes to Bleak Inlet, but I can't see it because of the fog. Fog is insane. But nonetheless, just follow the perimeter of this lake here, and you'll get there eventually. I'm just glad like I said, I didn't hear the moose, so that's a good thing. I don't think he spawned. Okay, so right up here is a little area we have to kind of go over to get across. Oh, I'm so glad we got a maple though, guys. That's really huge. Because that means we can get our bow started, you know. Okay, so this is a cave. It's just a regular cave. Let's see if there's anything in there we can use. Nothing. Alright, let's move on. Let's eat something. That's one of the things you notice in Interloper, especially, is like the the calorie loss. I mean, the calorie consumption is insane. It's like it's impossible to get hungry that fast. I mean, even in real life, you wouldn't, you know. Okay, so up here is a little, like a little rock that we have to go over. So it's like up and over. Right here, see? We're almost there, guys. We're almost at the forge. I'm looking at the time. I'm wondering if it'd be worth checking out the prepper cache first before we forge or not. I don't know. So coming up on ahead of us is the bunkhouses. Hopefully, it'd be nice if they did have some scrap metal there for us. probably be a wolf ahead of us too. What is that? Another birch? Let's grab it. Yeah. You know what? Let's get rid of him now so we don't have to deal. Hopefully he'll run back to where he came from. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good listener. Okay, so here's the bunkhouses. Hopefully, there might be a piece of scrap metal here or two. We have to look around. You have to look around, check everywhere. There's a hacksaw, another hacksaw. That's nice. Nice, it was scrap metal, but it's okay. Book over there. Wish you were scrap metal. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do is we'll go up to the prepper cache. I'll show you guys where it's located if anybody doesn't know. Maybe I'll be able to hopefully sometimes there's metal shelf in there. If there is, I'll go get it. I'll cut it up. And that would be good with scrap metal. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Also need to check how many I have. I really want to go with at least 12 or 13 pieces. At least. Ah, Astrid. Really? Okay, well, the prepper cache is right up here. And yeah, of course there's nothing in it. Interloper. But there is a metal shelf here that I can get, which is what I was hoping for. There is safe house in here. Let's just move that, see if there's anything behind it. No. Alright, we're going to get this shelf. First, let's see how much metal I have. We have 8. It's certainly not enough. But what I might do is we have to remember to get these back. I'm going to put these saplings here to get them starting to cure. Because they will cure in here. And we just have to remember to get them before we leave, okay? We might actually come back up here to sleep after we forge. I'm not sure. But I want to get that shelf. Which means we're going to lose our torch. But I need the scrap metal. So, let's do that. What time is it? There should be a couple canned goods in the forge for us to eat, so this shouldn't be too bad. Okay, let's grab this shelf. 2 hours and 15 minutes. But you get 6 of them. Nice. Alright, well. Now how many do we have? 14. Perfect. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Excellent. So we're in the morning we'll forge, guys. But now we'll probably sleep. Maybe we'll just sleep enough just to get some rest, and then we'll go down and forge. It doesn't have to be morning time, as long as it's not blizzarding when we go down there. We'll cook. There should be some food there. So what I'm thinking is let's just get a small amount of shut-eye just to get rid of our sprains, okay? 5 hours is good. It's Aurora. I don't really want to go there in an Aurora because there is a potential for wolves right there. Hmm. I don't know. It's risky. It's risky, guys. I don't recommend going out in Auroras. But I could maybe potentially take a look. We might get stuck there. I might be stuck having to go down there. Go down there now. Tell you what, yeah, let's go. I think I just screwed ourselves here. That's a really high drop. Let's see if we can make it a little bit less here, guys. This is not good. Ouch. Alright, we sprained our ankle, but I definitely want to fix that. See, maybe this is a sign, guys. We shouldn't have gone out in the Aurora. I think we'll be okay, though. We're gonna make it. As soon as we make it into the place, the wolves won't bother us. The wolves won't go inside. Excellent. Grab this coal. Let's loot. Man, I can't believe it's great. It's not that cold, which is great. What do we got here? More work boots. Eh. Oh, there's coal over there. Let's grab this wood. Let's grab this food over here. There is a safe right there. Oh, well, maybe the safe might be gone since I went into the bunker first. I bet you it disappeared. I wonder. Alright, we'll have to check it later. I think I might have screwed myself. Because there is a glitch that the save will sink down into the ground if you've been to the bunker first. I should have thought about that. Alright. No worries. We have forging to do. Ooh. Ski jacket. Let's grab that. Actually, I want to switch them around. Wood is good. We need wood. Okay, let's check up here real quick. Maybe there's some more food, more scrap metal. Ooh, a cooking book. Man, matches. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay. Alright, guys. So this is a forge. And I'm going to show you how it works. For those who don't know. First of all, let's light a fire in there. Boy, it's very loud outside.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, so it's very loud. I'll see if I can. Before we start, I want to get water on. Okay. So How it works is, let me stop this a minute so I can explain. How it works is the forge needs to be up to 150 centigrade, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Even though I live in the U.S., I'm so used to playing this game in metric that I just know. Um, but this, what's that, like 300 degrees or something? I don't know. Anyway, it needs to be up to 150 centigrade in order for it to be okay to forge. And the only way to tell that is it will say, needs to be up to a certain temperature. So what you do is, if you can, is to try to get it up as high as you can with the temperature with the wood that you have, and then add your coal in until you can get to the temperature that you need. If We'll just go through it and you'll understand once we do it, okay? Right now it says it's only at 4C. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some more reclaimed in there. And this fur. And see how much we can get. We have to cook this water anyway, so. Do we have any canned goods to cook? No. Oh, look at the bad condition of that. I better eat that now while I have a chance. That's really bad, that one. I'm not going to eat that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put... That's pretty good. 21 is okay. I mean, it's probably the best you can do. It's all the wood I really have. So now we're going to start adding coal until we get to 150 centigrade. Hope I'm explaining this okay. This is kind of how I do it. I'm very slow when I forge. I don't try to rush it. I'm very slow. I watch it go up, and I only add enough coal until it's where I need to be. It takes about 6 or 7 coal, approximately. And you only allowed 11 hours of fire, 12 hours of fire, so you can only put so much in at a time. Yeah, required 150. See that? So, we add some more in. We're 101 now. Let's add our other 3. I think that was, what, 6 or 7 I put in? So that's about right. One more will do it. Okay, let's check our water. 54 minutes. Let's get that finished first. Let's drink. Oops. Okay, now what we need to do is we click on that, and look, see, we can craft that now, because we do need a hammer, make sure we have a hammer, cloth, and all of that before we get here. That's what, you see what we all went through? At one time, I was telling you that story. I clicked on this, and heavy hammer was in red. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I wasted all that coal and everything. Oh, I was heartbroken. Okay, so what we're going to do is I want more water. So we're going to put another 2 in, and we're going to forge some arrowheads, because arrowheads don't take as long. And we can cook our water while we forge. Okay, it only takes an hour. Okay. I think it's 2 hours to cook a gallon of water, so we'll do 2. There we go. You see? All right. Now we need to eat, because it takes, I think it's 4 hours for a hatchet. Now we need to keep an eye on our fire time as well, because if the fire dies, you have to bring it all the way back up to temperature again, and that's not a good thing. So let's keep it the time up, and now we're going to forge our hatchet. 4 hours. You see? Okay, and our knife, I think it only takes 3. So let's do that one now. Great. Let's double check our inventory, make sure we got our tools. Knife and hatchet. Sweet, guys, we got them. Now, what we need to do next is arrowheads. So before we do that, let's eat and drink again. And what I'll do is I'll make as many arrowheads as I can with the rest of the scrap metal. Okay, let's check our time. 4 hours. Let's put a little bit more fuel in there. Let's put another coal in. Gives us 5 hours of forging time. That's good enough to get some arrowheads made. 2 or 3 hours to craft 6, okay? Of course, we're getting tired too, but that's okay. It'd be perfect time to sleep. Let's check our time. We have 2 hours left. Let's put, well, I wish I had more fuel. I mean, I could get these planks, but you know what? Let's put another coal in. We have plenty right now. We have 14 lumps. All right. I want to finish our forging. Let's do our last arrowheads here. Yeah. Great, great, great. How many do we have? 14. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. We're going to go... How much time do we have on this fire? 1 hour and 8 minutes. I think we might do is... Let's grab a torch out of here. Whoops. And let's go sleep a little bit in the bunker. Okay? And because we got to go grab our saplings anyway. So let's go up there. You can get there from here. Just go right up this hill and take a left. And then we'll call the episode there. It was a great productive episode. I'm really happy with how it went. So now, guys, you are well on your way to being successful at Interloper at this point, because now you have the materials that you need to make your weapons, and now you have your tools to help craft your weapons. So you need a knife or a hatchet to craft your bow. So we're going to need to get our saplings cured, and we need to get guts. And then we're good to go. We are in a moment. Now, watch out, come up here, because they're almost guaranteed to have a wolf up here. I don't hear him hollowing, but he has surprised me a few times coming up here, so watch out when you do come up here. He hides back over there. We don't have a lot of food. We can't really sleep too long, so we could maybe we should harvest this deer for the food. How much is on it? Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a fire here. We should get this deer and eat it so we can get some food in our bellies. Of course, we'll have to dump another coal on, but like I said, it is what it is. You use whatever resources you have to get by the moment. And this is what we need to get by the moment. Okay? We are tired, but we're going to get this deer. I'm going to show you a little secret. If there's a 0.2 or 3 or 1 after this, what you can do is if you bring this all the way up to the end and lower it slowly, you can actually get a 0.2. If you don't do that, the minimum is 0.5. So it's a way to fool it so you can get 0.2. The reason why I'm doing this is because the more cooks, the quicker you can get your level up for cooking. I'm going to sacrifice a small amount of condition to do this, guys. We also are going to, well, we should get the guts from this, but the problem is that it'll be stinky if I have to carry them around. I'd rather wait till Mystery Lake, and then I can get the guts, and then store them at the camp office, you know? That's probably the best bet. Guts only take 3 days to cure, and this maple is going to take at least 5, so that worked out perfectly.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Let's drag this meat over there, start cooking it. We don't want to lose our well-fed bonus, so I do not want to starve, so gotta watch out for that. If we get a full belly, we'd be able to get a good night's full sleep in, and then we can worry about the rest in the morning. I can get food in the morning. Our goal is to get through another night. It's, surviving another night is really the thing about Interloper. We're not going to have enough fuel to cook this last piece, I don't think. But here, I have an idea. Feathers, make sure we grab feathers. Let's harvest these torches for sticks. Just so we can have enough time on the fire to cook the rest of this deer. All right, one more piece to go. 15 minutes, eat that. Wow, this is good, guys. This is going to help us out a lot. Okay. All right, guys. This is perfect because what we'll do is we'll go back to the prepper cache. We'll give those saplings another night to cure while we sleep in there, and then we can take them and leave in the morning and go back to Mystery Lake. Another Aurora, 2 nights in a row, huh? Wow. Okay. All right, see, they're already got some percentage on there, so that's awesome. I probably could have gotten the guts and put them down, but like I said, I don't really want to travel all the way to Mystery Lake with stink on me. It's just asking for trouble. I can get the guts there closer, more locally, and be more safe about it. All right, so with that being said, let's put out our torch, so we don't need it now. We'll eat a couple of cattails just to get us over that threshold here. I want to get above those arrows. Let's fill up on our water and let's get a nice long sleep in. I don't recommend going over 10 hours on Interloper. I usually do to 9 though, because I hate doing the 10. All right. Five days, 13 hours. We're doing great. Doing great. Let's finish up the rest of ours. It looks like we still can go a few more hours here. And the weather sounds better too. Nice. All right, guys. So with that being said, it's a good time to end the episode here. I really hope you're learning something. If you're not sure, like I said, if you're a new Interloper player, hopefully these tips will help you. Um, I'm kind of just winging it. It's just kind of how I play, and hopefully you could pick up something from me. In the meantime, good luck on your run, and we'll see you next time. Take care.